All right. Up next, we have Rebecca.
A lot of you have heard all of this. Can you see me? Okay. People want two things: to see and not to see. Hi, I'm Rebecca, and I am a tarot card reader. Not too long ago, I got a call from a woman who wanted to hire a tarot card reader for a big event, and she asked me a question that I did not totally understand. So, do you travel with your own decor? I really thought she was using like a shop term or speaking another language, and then it hit me. Decor. Did I travel with my own decor? As in my own tent, perhaps. My own spangly table, glittery shawl, crystal spear, my own cosmetic and culturally appropriated turban. I'm pretty sure this is what most people picture when they hear the phrase tarot card reader. I mean, so do I, kind of, still, which is why I have spent a lot of time trying to think of a phrase other than tarot card reading for something that I've been doing since I was 16, and I learned it from my father, which is giving people readings using tarot cards. I don't know. Maybe it's not a problem. I think maybe I'm the problem. I was in Brooklyn recently reading at this event with a whole bunch of other tarot card readers at different tables, and I'm there, wearing my sensible blazer, and then halfway through the night, the guy next to me could not take it anymore. He ran over, covered my table with half of his crystals, and lit a candle, and made me pose for Instagram, shouting, "Do you want clients or not?" I do. I just want them as myself, not Madame Zelda. And I want to be known as myself, and respected as myself, and not as, that person. That person. The one that you have to be into tarot cards. The one that I, let's be clear on this, straight up used to be. Picture it. We are in Providence, Rhode Island. The year is 1990, and I am 21 years old. I am studying theater in college. I am fronting my first band, and in my spare time, I have hit the day job jackpot, a part-time gig reading tarot cards upstairs at a New Age bookstore. At night with my band in the campus pub, I sing songs full of pagan references on a dangerously candlelit stage in front of a large ceramic stag's head made by an ardent fan. This is all true. I got the tarot job through my white-bearded, let's say 7-foot-tall professor, who I will call Professor M, because that was his name. Professor M's official department is Slavic languages, but his specialty is a course called Magic in the Middle Ages, and I am his TA.
Oh, wow.
I dye my black hair black. I spell magic with a K. I identify loudly to whoever will listen as Wiccan. I turn every finger on both hands slightly green with silver, dragon, and pentagram rings, and I drag my long, cheap skirts in the street on the way home to the opium den, apartment I share with my band. I somehow never attend the Renaissance Fair, and life is great, except for depression, anxiety, compulsive dieting, and these weird seizures that I've been having for years that I haven't sought medical attention for because Professor M and I both agreed that they might be visions and proof that I am becoming a real witch. I was and wanted to be that person. Bring on the decor! Anyway, I told the woman on the phone, I think I just need like a small table. And I did not get that gig. So, let's get this out of the way right now. I am not a fortune teller. I am not a psychic. I don't have visions much anymore, and I cannot, per se, tell your future. Is everyone still here? Okay, great. How are we doing? Because this topic does seem to bring up some intense reactions. And I have noticed that these reactions tend to fall into one of two camps. The first one I call tarot is real. Oh my God, I could never have you read my tarot cards. In no way, I just think you're just going to tell me I'm going to die. You are. And the other one I call tarot is not real. Oh my God, honey, you don't really believe in tarot cards. No, I don't. I also don't believe in pencils. I don't believe in tarot cards, I use them. I believe in what happens when I use them, which, yeah, sometimes I can't really explain. Any more than I can explain what happens when I'm writing a song. Look, you came to the theater tonight. You're seeing a play. Is what's happening right now real or not real? It's the wrong question, right? I mean, of course it's real. Real person, real feelings, real story. And at the same time, I mean, you never really believe Hamlet just died, right? And if you did, and you started screaming or calling 911, I think it's safe to say that theater would no longer be happening. And this is not because theater works when you suspend your disbelief. It's not about disbelief or belief, or it's real or it's not real. It's about knowing that it is real, and in what way. Okay, so how to read tarot cards. Starts with looking at them. Looking at them. Which is something we all know how to do, but let's practice maybe with something a little easier. Could I get some art? I could, thank you, Owen. Look, this is an art, right? We get how this works. It's a painting, we look at it. Now an image evokes a response. And the response to a painting may be personal, even profound, and may lead to insight, or it may not. And this painting was not painted for you, or about you, probably, but if not you, then who? The assumption is that all of you can see it, all of you can relate to it, and benefit from it in different ways. So that's art. We look into it, and perhaps we see ourselves, and that is tarot, except we look into tarot cards in order to see ourselves. We do it on purpose. And I think that's what makes some of us really nervous about them. You know, we're not always so sure looking at ourselves is a great idea. You know, it might be bad, might be dangerous, might be a little narcissistic. Right? This guy, Narcissus, Greek myth, falls in love with his own reflection and dies either by drowning or by wasting away. And it is a cautionary tale about vanity, and it's where we get the word narcissist. Need I say more? Yes. Because, did you know that one version of the myth of Narcissus actually begins when Narcissus is born and his mother goes to visit a fortune teller. And the fortune teller, who sucks, says something like, oh, your son will be all right as long as he never sees himself. Sees himself, knows himself, whatever, depending on the translation. And so Narcissus's mom, I mean, it's a myth, but I guess keeps him away from mirrors and reflective surfaces until that one fateful day when he passes by the water, sees himself, and it's all over. But if that's the story, then this is the first time he's ever seen his own face. So he has no idea what he's looking at. So he doesn't fall in love with himself. He falls in love with his reflection, which he doesn't recognize as his own. He thinks the beauty before him is not from him. It's from outside him somewhere, and he has to go and get it, which of course he can't, but he doesn't know that, and he will die trying. And that is his tragedy. So, I don't know, but I don't think Narcissus dies of loving himself, or looking at himself, or seeing himself. He dies of never having done these things. Oh, and also, I looked this up, and I found out that the root of the word narcissist, the Greek word narki, does not mean I love myself, or I'm so hot, or anything like that. Narki means I am numb. I numb myself. Which is why, and like, duh, it's also the root of the word narcotic. As in, what we use to numb ourselves, and to not have to look at ourselves at all. But enough about my father.